Like seriously, people have been asking me for like a year at least to check this band out, so I am happy to do so. Let's just get it done. Let's get it done. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and Patreon, and I'll put the handles down below and over there. Oh sorry Toti, did that wake you up? Go back to sleep. Over there. Now, if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions. You can become a reaction, you can fast track them. You've got special roles on my Discord server, and also I'll be putting tutorials up there at some point exclusively for Patreon. So consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. So this one has been a long time coming. Now, I get requests for this group quite a lot. I just haven't had time to get around to them, and I keep losing the links. So if you've got a person or a band or someone that you really want me to hear, go and join my Discord server, because I've got little folders in there that you can drop links in, and then they're all in one place and I'm far more likely to catch it. But this band is BABYMETAL. Now, from what I know, they're a Japanese kawaii metal band. I am going to take a listen to a song called Akatsuki, which I think maybe means Black Knight, because I can see Black Knight there, but it might mean anything. So let's just go for it and see what we think. Nice. Oh, I think I paused just before something happened, so I apologise. I try and get it at the right points, and I very rarely do. So far, her voice is very, very clean. It's very nasal, so there's a lot of twang on there, which makes that sound really cut through pretty much everything. Like, there's lovely keys in the background and everything, but all you're really getting is this laser-focused voice from her, because it's so twangy. It's really nice though. It kind of complements Japanese. Some languages just twang sounds really odd, to my ears anyway, but the way that she's singing and the words that she's singing, that kind of suits that style, so I'm enjoying it. Oh, okay. I definitely did pause at the wrong point. Wow! I mean, I knew they were metal, so I don't know why I'm surprised, but whoa. I'm really enjoying that like light keys playing in the background. It puts me in mind of like the final boss in a Final Fantasy game or something. It's got that real kind of energy to it, or like one of those like 2D fighters. It's got that total energy to it. It's very, very bombastic and quite classical at the same time as being really rocky, with that shredding electric guitar. And is it a double what do you call them? Double bass drum. So they've got two things to kick with. My brain isn't working today, but it's basically they've got two pedals so that they can hit the bass drum twice as much, so it gives that like it's just really, really cool. Very, very, very good. twinkly keys. Just quickly, because I'm going to have to just keep stabbing in because this is just going like a freight train. The way that she sings is really interesting because she's taking everything from quite a high larynx place. So when she's dropping into her lower notes, she's still trying to keep everything like high. So it feels like she's reaching down for these notes, where if she was just to drop her larynx, it would sound deeper and richer, but it wouldn't serve the purpose of the song. So she's making that choice to make that low note still in a kind of a high place larynx. So it's a really interesting sound. She's really good. Really, really good. Also, like how she's not getting like motion sickness going round and round. I don't know. That's cool as! It's like somebody gave Samara from The Ring and the mother lady from The Grudge, and then put her in a gown, guitars, and made them have a guitar battle. Wow! Love it. Very, very good. They're very skilled as well. But the thing is, they're so uniform that if they didn't have different guitars, I would probably not have noticed that there was two. That's just wild. They're so good. I mean, I would have here, obviously. I know I've said it before, but we really need to give it up for how well this girl can twang on notes. So think of what's going on around her. There's like double bass drums. There's a guy or a woman even, that's like absolutely thrashing the bass. There's two guitars. There's like synthy keys, and her voice is still the thing that is ringing out the most. Now, a lot of it has to do with the way that it's mixed and how her vocals maybe been put forward in the sound production, but it's the quality and the tone of her voice that is really pushing that through. That twang, that nasality, it just really, really rings. It's very impressive. It also makes her high notes a lot easier to obtain because she's not having to push to get there. It's almost like a whiny, like a baby saying, wah, wah, and it just, that kind of takes all of the effort away. You don't really need to project that much because that sound is already really strong. So she's just making that sound and then pulling it up through a register. She's brilliant. What is the bass player like? Wow. That was an experience. I have not heard Japanese metal before, but I'm glad that I have now. So that was BABYMETAL. There is so much to break down by like means of the whole band that I could be here for hours if I started on them all. But suffice to say, the band are tight. Like, they are incredible. Not one thing could I have picked out that they weren't in sync with. They were just an absolute unit. Now, I don't know much about Japanese metal, so this could be the standard or this could be something that's completely like far out there. But drawing a comparison to like the European metal that I've heard so far that has female front women, they've kind of got similar themes, but they go in different ways about it. Like, there's a definite innocence of sound that comes from a lot of female singers in metal. Like, it's very operatic in Europe, and they've got that kind of ingenue-esque kind of sound. Whereby in the Japanese example that I've just heard, it has that innocence, but it's more kind of adolescent. It's very childlike. It's it's got a purity that is younger in my head than the Western version, which is kind of like a bit more of an older sound, if that makes sense. There could have been visual indicators that are making me think that, because obviously she's dressed a lot like Little Red Riding Hood, so I'm getting that kind of comparison already, like firing off in my head. Whereas you usually see in the Western kind of role, they either dress up in kind of big robes like kind of angels, or they're like leather clad and ready for battle. So I don't know, I'm just firing off some thoughts. But BABYMETAL, tight as hell, very, very good. Would definitely listen to it again. So if you've got any more examples or any other live tracks from BABYMETAL that you want me to listen to, then link me down below, or go on to Discord and drop the links in there and I will take a look. So hope you liked that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? I actually don't know. So all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And it's just goodbye from me, but please subscribe. I think that's roughly the melody. Anyway, bye.